Celebrity Everyday 26.
Assassin's Creed Shadows bears the influence of games throughout the franchise, but one particularly big element of its style is a direct result of Assassin's Creed Odyssey's approach. The franchise's first venture into Japan is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the same studio behind Odyssey, so it's no surprise that there's a lot of continuity in its ideas. While Sengoku period Japan and ancient Greece are radically different, every aspect of presentation doesn't necessarily have to be. In an interview with Screen Rant, art director Thierry Dansero explained that the game's focus on vivid colors was informed by Odyssey and its reception. Assassin's Creed hasn't always been the most colorful series, but Odyssey was often vibrant, and players' responses to that element carried over into the design of shadows. The team didn't swerve into a cartoon fantasy, and Dansero also explains that the colorful nature of the setting was obvious when visiting Japan and considering references. Instead, the developers just slightly pushed it, particularly when it comes to highlighting the changing seasons in the game. Odyssey and fans both influence color in AC Shadows. Positive feedback is important. The focus on color is particularly notable when comparing Assassin's Creed Shadows to the earliest entries in the series, which leaned toward desaturation in some regards. While this element established a visual brand that synchronized with the concept of the Animus, it didn't ultimately stick around for the long haul. Thierry's explanation makes perfect sense, as vivid colors are a particularly easy way to release dopamine, but it's particularly interesting to see that fan environments like Reddit helped influence the way that Assassin's Creed Odyssey's design choices played into Shadows. Although negative feedback can often pick up more traction online, positive responses can clearly also make themselves heard. Assassin's Creed Shadows' vibrant color is a good approach. Unreality isn't a bad thing. I don't think saturation for the sake of it is a good thing. A few online games that feel desperate to stimulate come to mind, but I'm definitely into the approach that Assassin's Creed Shadows takes. Elsewhere in the interview, Thierry Dansero mentioned Kurosawa's Ran, a film that uses striking color to great results. While the nudge and saturation might not be to everyone's taste, it does feel like the color is deployed smartly in a way that evolves Odyssey's approach. That doesn't mean the whole franchise will follow in the direction that Odyssey and Shadows have, and color is definitely a location-dependent element. Like Dansero says, though, it comes from a very natural place when the focus is on Japan, and I'm excited to see the full scope of what Assassin's Creed Shadows does with its seasonal.
Celebrity Everyday 26.